happy to have amongst all of us. ஸோ இது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டீம்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு வி ஆர் பேஸ்ட் அவுட் ஆஃப் அக்ராஸ் யூஎஸ். இது ஒரு 5 years பேக்கு ஒரு 2 பேர் யுவான்னு ஒருத்தர் இருக்காரு, ஒன் ஆஃப் த கோ ஃபவுண்டர்ஸ், அண்ட் ஆல்சோ வி ஹாவ் ஒன் மோர் செந்தில் ஹியூஸ்டனில். இவங்க 2 பேரும் வித் லைக் மைண்டட் people we started this, and 5 years down the line we are close to 450 plus IT, purely IT entrepreneurs. And we are continuously growing. We are fueled from 0 to 450 plus 460, and we are targeting to grow more. We will talk more about all of these. இது எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா voluntary. All of us are volunteers just to promote the people coming out of the 8 to 5 mindset and be able to start up, or whoever has started to extend a helping hand. இப்போ இருக்கிற எல்லாரும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா we work with all fortune customers in the IT landscape. Infosys, Wipro, TCS, Deloitte. அது இல்லாமல் we are doing significantly good, and also several of our entrepreneurs are even competing with all these companies and taking a major pie from that. So அது ஒன்று. அதே மாதிரி இந்த லாஸ்ட் 5 yearsல we have done 4 years of annual conference event. அதை பற்றி தான் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தாரு. So I am from Erode. I am happy to connect with you, and I am based out of Dallas. இந்த வருஷம் I am being blessed to lead this vibrant community. யூஸ்வலாக இதுக்கு வந்து லாட் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் ஃபைட் ஃபார் திஸ். இந்த இது எனக்கு வந்து பிளெஸ்ஸிங்காக கிடைச்சிருக்கு. ஸோ ஐம் சரௌண்டட் வித் லாட் ஆஃப் லைக் மைண்டட் பீப்புள். ஸோ வி ஆர் ஹாப்பி டு ஹாவ் யூ ஹியர், அண்ட் திஸ் இஸ் ஆல்சோ அவர் பர்சனல் இன்விடேஷன் ஃபார் யூ டு ஜாயின் அஸ். யூஸ்வலாக எந்த ஊரில் பிரசிடென்ட் இருப்பாங்களோ அந்த ஊரில் தான் வி ஆல்சோ ஹோஸ்ட் த கான்ஃபரன்ஸு. ஸோ லாஸ்ட் இயர் வந்து we had another vibrant leader called Ganapati sir from Chicago. அவர் எலிவேட்லாம் சாதாரணமெல்லாம் நாங்கள் பண்ண மாட்டோம், பாஷா லெவலில் பண்ணுவோம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி தேவா சாரை கூப்பிட்டு வந்து ஒரு ஷோ பண்ணி ஒரு பாரே வந்து டச் பண்ண முடியாத அளவுக்கு எடுத்துட்டு போயிட்டாரு. அதனால we are trying to keep up with the spirit, trying to get things going. So he's also a vibrant leader who is also now part of the mentorship team, helping me and others in the leadership role, and go from there. அது இல்லாமல் இப்போ இந்த இயர் we have also started to do little bit of CSR activity also. 4 வருஷம் அது மாதிரி பண்ணல, அதெல்லாம் பண்ணுறோம். And then we are also opening up multiple chapters. இனிஷியலாக 3 chapters இருந்தது. டாலஸு, அதுவும் சார் பீரியடில் டாலஸு, நியூ ஜெர்சி, சிகாகோ. இந்த வருஷம் ஹியூஸ்டன். அதுக்கப்புறம் we also plan to open up additional international chapters also. So we would love to have you, and without any further delay we want to hear from you. அது இல்லாமல் பைக்கு நீங்கள் கண்ணா பின்னான்னு ஓட்டுறீங்க, அது இல்லாமல் யூ ப்ரொமோட் ஆல்சோ. காலைல 5 மணிக்கெல்லாம் எந்திரிச்சு யூ பீன் கிரேசி. ஸோ we love to hear from you. Without any further, please treat this as all our personal invitation to join us in person. And also personal request from all of us is that the teamsங்கிறது சின்னதா இருக்கு. We have been sowing the seeds for last 4 to 5 years. இதுல எங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் இமெயில் லெவல்ல மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணி we want to bring more entrepreneurs to this platform. ஏன்னா அது கம்ப்ளீட்லி ஹெல்ப்ட் அண்ட் சப்போர்ட்டட் பை ஸ்பான்சர்ஸ் தான். என்டையர் ஈவெண்ட் இஸ் ஃபண்டட் பை அவர் ஸ்பான்சர்ஸ். இந்த இது முதல்ல எல்லாமே. ஸோ வில் ஹாவ் அ பிரேக் அண்ட் டாக் அபவுட் தட் ஆல்சோ. வி ஹவ் பீன் பிளஸ்ட் வித் அ டைட்டில் ஸ்பான்சர். அவரும் தமிழ்காரரு, இன்சூரன்ஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. வெரி வெரி யங்கு. இந்த குரூப்லே ஐ திங்க் ஹீ இஸ் த யங்கஸ்ட் பர்சன் இன் அவர் குரூப். He has been blessing us with a title sponsor. So last yearum பண்ணாரு, இந்த இயரும் பண்றாரு, and also he has signed up for multiple year contract. So ஒரே ஒரு ஹெல்ப் உங்ககிட்ட, without any further delay, to promote our social handles in such a way that more people can join us. இப்போ Vishwa is going to lead India chapter also shortly. We are launching an India chapter. Without any further delay, Vishwa, over to you. And once again, it's our privilege to host you, have you, and learn from you today. All of us are looking forward to that. Over to you, Vishwa. Welcome.
Thank you, President. Thank you, Deepak. President. Thank you, sir. Deepak bro, I'm just going to do a formal introduction about you, which is part of the LinkedIn. So டிஜிட்டல் தீபக் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் இந்தியாவில் ஒரே ஒரு ஆள் தான். ஸோ அதுதான் அவர். அதுவும் அதை ட்ரேட்மார்க்லாம் பண்ணியாச்சு. ஸோ டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங்கில் ஒரு மோர் தென் 2 decades இருக்கார். இஸ் அ ஆத்தர், இஸ் அ கோச், இஸ் அ மென்டர், and he has worked with a lot of large corporations like Razorpay or Instamojo. And he used to run a digital marketing agency with Fortune 500 companies. He's a TEDx speaker. He's the most after sought mentor in the digital marketing. And that too, when you talk about email, still people ஏஐ வந்துச்சு, இன்னுமா இமெயில் ஒர்க் ஆகுது அப்படின்னு கேட்குற அந்த கேள்விக்கான பதில் தான் இன்னைக்கான talk or discussion, I would say. More than all this digital marketing, I had a chance to be with him for 2 days in an event, Dharniyoda event. We used to know more about him. Last year, in those அதிகமாக தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டோம் bro. Particularly your spiritual journey, and where you have gone for 10 days retreat on Maunam, and your hobby. இப்போ சொன்னார், ரீசெண்டாக சொன்னார், இப்போ நான் அதிகமாக ஒர்க் பண்ணுறதோட பைக்கிங் தான் அதிகமாக பண்ணுறேன். அதுதான் அதுதான் கொஞ்சம் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் லைட்டாக பொறாமையாக இருந்தது. தட் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் அ லைஃப் ஸ்டைல். அண்ட் இஸ் அ கிட்டாரிஸ்ட், அண்ட் ஹோப்ஃபுல்லி யூ வில் பிரிங் த கிட்டார் லைக் சூர்யா டு யூஎஸ். அங்கே வந்து வாசிக்கணும்னு எதிர்பார்க்குறோம். ஸோ ஓவர் டு யூ ப்ரோ. வாட் எவர் ஃபார்மேட் யூ வாண்ட் டு கோ அபவுட், ஐ எம் ரெடி.
Okay. How long do we have time-wise?
Wonderful. That's a TEDx speaker.
Hmm?
Countdown வச்சு இல்லை. We have another, say, an hour max.
1 hour. Max. Okay. 45 minutes I will do session. Another 15 minutes I will do Q&A. We can extend the
Yeah.
Q&A as needed. Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. So I will get started. So வணக்கம் everybody, and தமிழ்லயே பேசலாம் இல்லையா? Everybody knows Tamil here. இல்ல I have to mix English.
Absolutely, absolutely.
தமிழ்ல
Whatever.
பேசலாம்.
Okay. Okay.
Whichever
Super.
is convenient.
தங்க தமிழ்ல பேசினாலும் புரிஞ்சுக்குவாங்க எங்க ஆளுங்கலாம்.
இல்ல தமிழிஷா இருந்தாலும் ஓகே.
யூஸ்வலா வந்து தமிழ்ல பிரசன்ட் பண்றதுக்கு அவ்வளோ ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டி கிடைக்கிறது இல்ல. So I'm happy that I can address a Tamil audience.
Great.
So what I will do in today's presentation is that based on the experience la வந்து the core essence of digital marketing. So whatever the best nuggets I have, everything I will share today. And future further when you want to connect with me for diving deeper, then feel free to do so. Nowadays I'm having plenty of free time, and this year I'm on a little bit of a break. Almost 2008 இருந்து entrepreneurshipன்னு சொல்லி I have been running a lot. So this year for the first time I've started scaling things down and started focusing more on my hobbies. But in terms of giving back to community, helping people, I'm very happy to do so. So email marketing அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி டாப்பிக்கில் தான் வந்து டுடே ஐ வில் டாக், அண்ட் we will go a little bit deeper. I will do some screen sharing. I will show my email marketing tool and everything. But before நம்ம email marketing, why email marketing அப்படின்னா, that is what I have used to grow my business, grow my personal brand completely. So இந்த பர்டிகுலர் ஆங்கிள் வந்து why இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங்னா, நாட் லைக் இப்போ சில பேர் வந்து ஃபேஸ்புக்கில் ஆட்ஸ் ரன் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, அப்புறம் இன்ஸ்டாகிராமில் ஆட்ஸ் ரன் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க, அப்புறம் யூடியூப்பில் ஃபோக்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. ஸோ ஒரு சேனல்லேருந்து இன்னொரு சேனலுக்கு வந்து பீப்புள் மூவ், அண்ட் பேஸ்ட் ஆன் த டைம் வந்து ஏதாச்சும் வந்து ஒன்று ஃபேமஸாக போயிட்டுருக்கும். ஸோ பீப்புள் வில் டூ மோர் ஆஃப் தட். பட் இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங்கும் வந்து அந்த மாதிரியா அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி நிறைய பேர் வந்து பார்ப்பாங்க. தட் இமெயில் இஸ் another சேனல் வேர் வி கேன் டூ மார்க்கெட்டிங் அப்படின்ட்டு. பட் வாட் ஐ பிலீவ் இஸ் தட் இமெயில் இஸ் தி ஃபவுண்டேஷன் ஆஃப் கம்யூனிகேஷன் அண்ட் டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங். ஸோ 1971லேயே வந்து த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இமெயில் வாஸ் சென்ட் பிட்வீன் டூ கம்ப்யூட்டர்ஸ். 1991ல தான் வந்து த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் வெப்சைட் வாஸ் பப்ளிஷ்ட். ஸோ email and World Wide Web both are on the top of the internet infrastructure. World Wide Web வந்து நம்ம வெப்சைட் சக்ஸஸ் பண்ணுறது, it is one of the features of the internet, but email came long before that. What we can look at digital marketing in the broad sense வந்து எப்படின்னா, இப்போ ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு வந்து நான் டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் டீச் பண்ணுறப்போ நான் சொல்கிறது என்னென்னா, டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் இஸ் நாட் அ கரியர் ஸ்கில். தட் சிவில் இன்ஜினியரிங் படித்தேன், இல்லை மெடிசன் படித்தேன், இல்லை ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் எஜுகேஷனல் ஃபீல்டுக்குள்ளே நான் போயிட்டு அங்கே வந்து ஐ எம் கெட்டிங் அ ஜாப் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் பார்க்கக்கூடாது. இட் இஸ் மோர் லைக் இங்கிலீஷ் இட் செல்ஃப். English language is used to communicate. So all of you are in different parts of the world, and English helps you shine in any field, whether it's a job or as a business or just traveling. It is a communication medium, which is a protocol, and this protocol is more like a common consensus agreed protocol. The world converged in English that ஒரு language நம்ம choose பண்ணாதான் it will be easy to do international trade, international travel and everything. ஸோ இஃப் வி நோ த இங்கிலீஷ் லாங்குவேஜ் வெல், நம்ம மைண்டில் என்ன தெரியுதோ அது வந்து மற்றவங்க மைண்டுக்கு ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணுறது ஈஸி. தி அதர் பர்சன் நோஸ் இங்கிலீஷ் பட் யூ டோன்ட் நோ இங்கிலீஷ்னா அதை கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ண முடியாது. ஸோ இங்கிலீஷ் லாங்குவேஜ் வந்து ஒரு லைஃப் ஸ்கில்லுங்கிற மாதிரி டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் வந்து இட்ஸ் அ லைஃப் ஸ்கில், பிகாஸ் ரதர் தேன் ஜஸ்ட் கம்யூனிகேட்டிங் ஃப்ரம் பாயிண்ட் ஏ டு பாயிண்ட் பி, அவர் உங்கள் மைண்ட்லேருந்து இன்னொரு மைண்டுக்கு இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் மட்டும் ட்ரான்ஸ்ஃபர் பண்ணுறதுக்கு பதிலாக யூ ஆர் ஆக்சுவலி கோயிங் அஹெட் அண்ட் ஆம்ப்ளிஃபையிங் தட் கம்யூனிகேஷன். ஸோ ஆம்ப்ளிஃபிகேஷன் ஆஃப் கம்யூனிகேஷன் நம்ம ஒரு ஃபண்டமெண்டல் இதிலிருந்து நம்ம திங்க் பண்ணுறப்போ வி கேன் திங்க் அபவுட் அ மைக்ரோஃபோன். ஸோ ஒரு 1000 years பேக் ஒரு 2000 years பேக் ஒரு வில்லேஜ் இருக்குது. அந்த வில்லேஜில் வந்து ஒரு 500 பேர் இருக்காங்க. அந்த வில்லேஜுக்கு ஒரு லீடர் இருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா, இஃப் த லீடர் ஹேஸ் டு கம்யூனிகேட் டு ஆல் த 500 people, it was very difficult. Maybe you can gather all the 500 people in a place, மேபி அதில் ஒரு டயஸ் மாதிரி ஒரு ராக் மேலே ஏறி நின்றுக்கிட்டு யூ கேன் ஷவுட், but you still can't communicate effectively to 500 people without technology. The first technology for amplification of our voice was microphone and loudspeaker. ஸோ மைக்ரோஃபோனில் வந்து நம்ம பேசுகிறப்போ இட் ஆம்ப்ளிஃபைஸ் தி வாய்ஸ் அண்ட் gives it to a bigger audience. Today we have auditoriums filled with 100,000 people also when somebody is speaking, where it's a political rally or something. ஸோ மைக்ரோஃபோன் அண்ட் லவுட் ஸ்பீக்கருங்கிறது இட்ஸ் ஆம்ப்ளிஃபிகேஷன் ஆஃப் வாய்ஸ் இன் ரியல் டைம் அண்ட் இன் ரியல் பிளேஸ். ஸோ பீப்புள் ஹாவ் டு பி அட் த சேம் டைம், தே ஹாவ் டு பி அட் த சேம் பிளேஸ். தட் இஸ் த இன்கன்வீனியன்ஸ், அண்ட் தட் இஸ் ஹவ் until now, or before internet, until 20 years back, hundreds and hundreds of years of human evolution வந்து people just addressed people, whether it's convincing people to vote for them or convincing people to buy some product or whatever the message that has to be transferred, it was done through microphone and loudspeaker. Now microphone and loudspeaker is the fundamental foundation of என்ன சொல்லலாம், the core identity of digital marketing itself, because now digital marketing is expanding that power into different time and different place. So today வந்து it is different place but it's the same time. லைவாக வந்து நான் பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கேன். பட் வந்து obviously not all the content transfer can be live. It cannot be done like this all the time. So நம்ம ஒரு content piece we are putting it out there. It could be email, it could be a YouTube video, it could be a blog post. Whatever நம்ம content வந்து நம்ம வெளில போடுறது வந்து people can watch it at different place and different time. So right now, maybe somebody at some place is reading one of my blog posts from Digital Deepak and they are engaging with the content. So this amplification வந்து நம்ம two major categoriesல வந்து we can now put this amplification of our communication and our voice through the internet, which can reach people at different place and different time. When it comes to business communication, it can be B2C communication or B2B communication. So B2C communication அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து it will be a little bit different, where we are trying to go for a broader audience and a mass market, and that is where running advertisements, having social media marketing can work very effectively because it reaches maybe a lakh people or a million people at the time, and அதுல இருந்து நம்ம we can create a funnel. Okay, you come to my website, sign up for my email and all that. So I have done both B2B and B2C. And what I have realized is that email marketing is neutral. It is effective for both B2C and B2B. Because digital marketing வந்து நம்ம ஆன்லைனில் பண்ணுறப்போ, first of all, the cost is very much reduced. It's very minimal. And ஒரு தேட்டரில் ஆட் ரன் பண்ணுறோம், இல்லை ஒரு ஹோர்டிங் வந்து நம்ம அவுட்டோர் ஹோர்டிங் போடுறோம், இல்லை ஒரு டிவி ஆட் ரன் பண்ணுறோங்கிற மாதிரி வந்து டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் first of all is not costly. And second of all, even if you are going B2C, and if you want to market only to 100 customers, you can. So I know one client, a friend of mine also, and he is a yoga teacher. He has been yoga teacher for past 10 years. But everybody is a yoga teacher today. So he wanted to go niche. He wanted to become a yoga teacher to improve gut health. That is his specialization. Now he does not have thousands of customers. He has some 100 customers, and he has these customers all over India. So just 2 months back, took all these people to Rishikesh. Out of these 100 customers, some 25, 30 customers paid to come for a Rishikesh retreat and practice yoga there, and also look around Rishikesh and everything. And he charged a bomb for that. It was not cheap. And he made so much money for that. For this entire quarter of revenue, he has hit his targets. So now what the internet is enabling வந்து என்னன்னா, it helps us go niche. It helps us go into small markets. ஏன்னா இப்போ நம்ம before internet வந்து traditional businesses always operated in geographies. So let's say there is a business in Salem, or let's say the business in Erode, or business in Chennai. These businesses were only able to offer services to the people around that particular area. So when the business had to be at a certain level of generic category, so that everybody needs that. Like a hotel ஆரம்பிக்கிறோம்னா, then everybody needs food, or a spa, or a hotel. அந்த மாதிரி things people had to start. But internet, because of this power to connect with people from different place and different time, it is giving rise to niche businesses. So Tamil Nadula, I'm a yoga coach, and I'm a yoga coach focusing on gut health only, or I am focusing only on flexibility, or I'm focusing on sports and solely, or a narrow niche or business start penny, and you can still take that business to $10,000 a month, $50,000 a month, $100,000 a month, just by having a niche audience because of the power of internet. Now, Vishwanathan sir told me that a lot of people are in IT and they want to know how to reach out to decision makers and how to go ahead and convince them to get on a call with you or build a relationship with you, and establish that channel of communication. And how can that be done via email marketing? So I'm getting to that. So now B2B அப்படின்னு வரப்போ, B2B is even more niche. ஒரு இன்ஃபோசிஸோ, ஹெச்சிஎலோ, விப்ரோ, அவங்களோட டார்கெட் கஸ்டமர் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஆட்ஸ் ரன் பண்ணி லீட் ஜென்ரேட் பண்ணி டார்கெட் கஸ்டமர் வர போகிறது இல்லை. யூ நோ வெரி ஸ்பெசிஃபிகலி ஹூ த டார்கெட் கஸ்டமர் இஸ். யூ வாண்ட் டு ரீச் அவுட் டு த டெசிஷன் மேக்கர்ஸ், and they do it by trying to have a sales team who builds relationship with the decision makers, and the decision makers come to them to have further conversation. Now, a lot of people think that, okay, social media, it looks like a B2C marketing channel, YouTube and all that. Paid advertising looks like B2C marketing channel. Social media also looks like B2C only. It's one too many, and you are trying to attract the masses. Email marketing works efficiently both for B2C and B2B. And I will tell you how we have been able to get B2B clients through our email marketing. So as I said, email was invented in 1971 itself, and இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, maybe the notification to get on this Zoom call, important communication, everything comes to you via email, whether it is your visa renewal, or whether it is subscribing for something, making a payment receipt, எல்லாமே இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் email தான் வருது. So people don't know how to reach other people via email and do email marketing properly. But email as a channel has not died. Everybody is still using email. I know people, and I myself are using one email ID for 10 years, 15 years. It becomes part of our identity. We try to safeguard our email password and keep it as a primary channel of communication for so many important things. So marketing அப்படின்னு நம்ம பார்க்குறப்போ, I will just do like a quick whiteboard. Uh, Give me a moment. So how we can put the different major categories of marketing வந்து என்னன்னா, I have this framework called CATT plus OST equal to R, which is the extended framework, but you can also call it the CATT framework, which is the primary marketing framework. I will explain what this is. So என்ன நான் ஃபார்முலாலாம் போடுறேன் மேத்தமெட்டிஷியன் மாதிரி அப்படின்னு பார்க்காதீங்க. ஸோ இட்ஸ் ஜஸ்ட் அன் ஈஸி வே டு ரிமெம்பர் த என்டையர் மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஃபனல், பிகாஸ் ஈச் அண்ட் எவ்ரி காம்பனண்ட் இஸ் இம்பார்ட்டன்ட், அண்ட் இந்த என்டையர் காம்பனண்ட்ஸ் கம்ப்ளீட் ஆகாமல் வி cannot ரன் அ பிஸ்னஸ். ஸோ வாட் இஸ் சி அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, சி ஸ்டாண்ட்ஸ் ஃபார் கான்டென்ட், ஏ ஸ்டாண்ட்ஸ் ஃபார் அட்டென்ஷன், T stands for trust, and again T stands for transaction. Onboarding, servicing, transformation, and R for results. So this actually not just a marketing funnel, but an entire business funnel. So இதில் வந்து நீங்கள் இந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 4 parts மட்டும் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா, this is the marketing funnel, this is the delivery funnel, and this makes the entire reputation and the brand of the business, which is result. So நீங்கள் வந்து whatever you think about in your own journey of trying to discover something, you discovered a new brand, you discovered a cosmetic brand or a sports brand, or an apparel brand, something that you discover வந்து எப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, it will always come through content. இந்த கான்டென்ட்டை வந்து நம்ம எங்கெல்லாம் பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, we can publish it at on the top of the funnel, which is it can be YouTube, it can be Instagram, or we can just call it social media in general, whatever social media channel that is, including LinkedIn or whatever. It could be the content that attracts you to pay attention to something. So in the session, பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, you are all paying attention to me. Why? Because I am giving some content for you, and this is the first time you are interacting with me. So or content creation, especially in the one-to-many communication, and especially when you are trying to put out content and make it work like an asset for you. கான்டென்ட் தான் வந்து நிறைய ஏஜென்சிஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க, நிறைய ஃப்ரீலான்சர்ஸ் பண்ணுறாங்க. அது மட்டும் தான் வந்து பீப்புள் திங்க் பண்ணுறாங்க. அண்ட் ஒன் திங் பீப்புள் ஹேவ் ரியலைஸ்ட் என்னென்னா, சும்மா கான்டென்ட் மட்டும் போட்டுட்டு இருந்தால் நம்மளுக்கு பிஸ்னஸ் வராது. அது B2B எஸ்பெஷலி வராது. ஏன்னா B2B பீப்புள் ஆர் வெரி பிஸி, வெரி ஸ்மால். அண்ட் சும்மா ஒரு யூடியூப் வீடியோ பார்த்துட்டு நம்மளை காண்டாக்ட் பண்ணி நம்மளுக்கு $1 million கான்ட்ராக்ட் வந்து தரப்போகிறதில்ல. பட் ஸ்டில் வித்தவுட் கான்டென்ட் தெர் இஸ் நோ அட்டென்ஷன். கான்டென்ட் இருந்தால் தான் அட்டென்ஷன் கிடைக்கும். பட் கான்டென்ட் மட்டும் நம்ம கிரியேட் பண்ணிட்டு விட்டுட்டோம்னா இட் won't கெட் அட்டென்ஷன் பை இட்ஸ் ஓன். அதை வந்து நம்ம மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணணும். So content வந்து we have to drive the attention. So how can we drive attention to the content வந்து என்னன்னா, you can do organic growth, which is little bit of optimization of what kind of content you put on Instagram, what kind you put on YouTube. It looks at the, whatever you are using, like the title tag or whatever. Those basic optimization, we can call it like SEO optimization. But we can also do paid advertising. So paid ads are including like, FB, Insta, Google ads, YouTube ads, all that will be channels or methods to which you can drive attention to the content. So content already create பண்ணியாச்சு, அதுக்கு attention வந்து we have to drive. Attention வந்து நம்ம drive பண்ணோம்னா தான். So right now I am giving you a presentation, you are paying me attention. It's a controlled environment, it's a Zoom call, you have been invited to this by the community. So there is a certain level of attention that you are already giving. But இதுக்கு முன்னாடி you might not know who I am, and you might not have trusted me. If I reached out to you and told you that, hey, I would like to work with you, can you give me, like, can we work together, will you give me this project அப்படின்னா, you might hesitate. But as you consume more content, as you pay more attention, so right now I am holding your attention for this long, slowly trust is built. உங்களோட ஓன் ட்ரஸ்ட் ப்ராசஸ், பில்டிங் ப்ராசஸ் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, வித் எனி ஒன் எனிவேர், including personal relationship, friendship, business relationship, everything is because you spoke to someone, which is content. You spent some time with them, you paid them attention, and because you know them for a period of time, you have built trust. Now in the trust வந்து can we build it on scale? So how can we build it on scale? So நீங்கள் ஒரு கான்ஃபரன்ஸ்க்கு போகிறீங்க, கான்ஃபரன்ஸில் ஒரு பொட்டன்ஷியல் கிளையண்ட்டோ ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டோ இல்லை இண்டஸ்ட்ரி ஃப்ரெண்டோ நீங்கள் பார்க்குறீங்கன்னா, நீங்கள் வந்து அவங்களோட பேசுவீங்க, இன்ட்ராக்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க. மேபி நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் ஒரு 2 months கழிச்சு, ஹோ ஆர் யூ இன் த சிட்டி, லெட்ஸ் கேட்ச் அப் அப்படின்னு, you will spend some time with the person. The more time you spend with the person, the better you know them and the more trust that you will end up building with them. But the biggest challenge when it comes to building relationships online is that நீங்கள் ஒருத்தரோட உட்காந்து பேசுகிற மாதிரி நீங்கள் 100 பேர்த்தோடையோ 1000 பேர்த்தோடையோ உட்காந்து பேச முடியாது. ஸோ இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் இஸ் அ ட்ரஸ்ட் பில்டிங் சேனல். ஸோ இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் அப்படின்னு நம்ம சொல்கிறப்போ நிறைய பேர் வந்து to get some people, like, to reach out to new people அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறாங்க. But you cannot reach out to new people with email marketing. ஒரு ஒரு பொலிட்டிஷியன் வந்து ஒரு ரேலியில் வந்து பேசுகிறாப்படி அண்ட் ஒரு ஒரு 500 பேர் உட்காந்து அவங்க கிட்ட கேட்டுட்டு இருக்காங்க அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து உங்களுக்கு டாப் ஆஃப் தி ஃபனல் கான்டென்ட் மாதிரி. பட் ஆனால் வந்து இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் வந்து நீங்கள் ஒருத்தரோட போய் ஒரு ஒரு டின்னர் டேட், ஒரு உட்காந்து டின்னர் சாப்பிட்ற மாதிரி இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங். So people also won't do it readily, and you also don't have the time to do it patiently. But email marketing is a middle of the funnel marketing. So ஒரு நியூ கிளையண்ட் வந்து நான் கேப்சர் பண்ணுறேன் அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் வழியாக பண்ண முடியாது. நிறைய பேர் இதுக்கு முன்னாடி வந்து எலக்ட்ரானிக் டைரக்ட் மெயிலர்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, வேறு கோல்டு இமெயில் வந்து டைரெக்டாக அனுப்புவாங்க. அண்ட் கோல்டு இமெயில் அனுப்பிச்சு இமெயிலே வந்து மார்க்கெட்டிங் பண்ணுவாங்க. பட் இமெயில் இஸ் அ வெரி பர்சனல் ஸ்பேஸ். லைக் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நீங்கள் இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் ஸ்க்ரால் பண்ணுறப்போ ads வந்து நீங்கள் பார்ப்பீங்க, and you will not really worry about it. You will not bother about the ads that you see on Instagram. பட் வந்து நீங்கள் வந்து ஒரு ஒரு வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் வந்து நீங்கள் வந்து ஆட்ஸ் வந்து டாலரேட் பண்ண மாட்டீங்க. வாட்ஸ்அப் இன்னைக்கு வரைக்கும் வந்து இட் இஸ் கெப்ட் ஆட் ஃப்ரீ ஒன்லி. வாட்ஸ்அப் ஸ்டோரிஸ் பார்ப்பீங்க, மெசேஜஸ் பார்ப்பீங்க, அண்ட் அதில் வந்து நீங்களாக ஆப்டின் பண்ணி ஒரு ஆர்டர் கன்ஃபர்மேஷனோ இல்லை வந்து ஒரு ஒரு கன்ஃபர்மேஷனோ வந்து வரலன்னா, ஒரு ஆட் வந்து உங்களுக்கு டைரெக்டாக வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் யாராச்சும் மெசேஜாக அனுப்புகிறாங்க அப்படின்னா யூ வில் நாட் பி ஹாப்பி. ஸோ இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் இஸ் லைக் தட். இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் வந்து இட்ஸ் லேயர் 2 ஆஃப் மார்க்கெட்டிங் சேனல். அதனால தான் வந்து இந்த தேர்ட் ஸ்டெப்பில் வருது ட்ரஸ்ட்டு. And over time, you can build trust using email marketing. I will show you some tools. I will show you how I use email marketing newsletters to build trust with my audience, which includes both B2B and B2C. So once when the trust build ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா, then we can do the transaction with the customer. And once you transaction, you make the money, then you can reinvest it into building more content after doing the transaction, whether it is B2B or B2C. So this is the CATT funnel. This is the marketing funnel. I call it this framework. I call it deep marketing framework. So I'm writing a book on this called Deep Marketing, and so it rhymes with my name Deepak also. So I went ahead and also purchased deepmarketing.com. So deepmarketing.com, I shelled out almost $7,000 to buy this premium domain name because this is what I want to build my brand around. So deep marketing is what I call the CATT framework, which is the marketing funnel. But I extended it to OST equal to R because a lot of people just do this properly and they forget about the actual product service delivery and all this. Like for example, Byju's in India, they did excellent content attention, lead generation, sales, building fake trust, all that they did. But product or customer onboarding, giving them a service and helping them transform proper பண்ணல. And this is self-explanatory, especially for the audience here, that once a customer transacts with you or pays you money, you have to onboard them, you have to give them a service, you have to help them with a transformation. ஒரு ஜிம்ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, if you go and join a gym, நீங்கள் ஜிம் மெம்பர்ஷிப் பே பண்ணிட்டீங்க, டிரான்சாக்ஷன் ஆயிடுச்சு. டிரான்சாக்ஷன் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் the gym will take you around the gym and show you all the equipment in the gym, that is onboarding. Tomorrow all this equipment has to be upkept, maintenance and everything, and constantly throughout the year you are going to the gym, lot of things will keep breaking in the gym. It has to be cleaned, it has to be serviced. Maybe you need a personal trainer, you opted for a personal training service, so service has to be delivered properly. But if you join a gym and the gym is onboarded you properly, they are giving you the service. But if you are not using the gym people will still call you and ask you, sir, why are you not coming to the gym? You paid for the gym, please come and use our services so that you can hit your goals, your fitness goals, your weight loss goals, or whatever. So as a business should also be concerned and worried about the transformation of the clients that they have onboarded, because if you don't get transformation, then clients will not get results. If you don't get results, then your brand will go for a toss. But if you get strong results, that result itself becomes the content. That result also becomes the content. And for new people who come into the funnel, that result become the content, and these people start observing what you are doing as a product or a service, and you start getting more people into the funnel. ஸோ இதில் இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இந்த ட்ரஸ்ட் இதில் தான் இட் ஃபிட்ஸ். அண்ட் வாட் ஐ ஃபெல்ட் வாஸ் தட் திஸ் இஸ் த ஒன் ஏரியா விச் இஸ் பிரேக்கிங் ஆல் த பிஸ்னஸஸ். சோஷியல் மீடியாவில் கான்டென்ட் போடுறாங்க, பெய்ட் ஆட்ஸ் ரன் பண்ணி அட்டென்ஷன் வருது, and immediately வந்து sales வந்து expect பண்றாங்க transaction, whether it's B2B or B2C. In both the cases they expect it, and the main trust part வந்து this is missing. So in the trust part வந்து you can also kind of do a comparison to real world human relationships, and lot of US marketers talk about the parallels with dating. ஸோ ஒரு 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 மேன் வந்து போய் ஒரு பொண்ணை வந்து டேட்டிங் கூப்பிட்றான் அப்படின்னா, ஒரு ஒரு டின்னர் மீட்டிங்க்கு கூப்பிட்றான் அப்படின்னா, அந்த டின்னர் மீட்டிங்லேயே வந்து என்னை கல்யாணம் பண்ணிக்கிறியா அப்படின்னு கேட்டால், தென் ஹி வில் கெட் அ ஸ்லாப் ஆன் his ஃபேஸ். ஸோ கான்டென்ட், அதர் இஸ் கான்டென்ட் லெவல். ஒரு ஒரு டின்னர் டேட், ஒரு காஃபி டேட், கொஞ்சம் வாட்ஸ்அப்பில் வந்து எக்ஸ்சேஞ்ச் ஆஃப் கம்யூனிகேஷன், கொஞ்சம் ஃபோன் கால்ஸ், மேபி ஆஃப்டர் கெட்டிங் டு நோ தெம் ஃபார் மேபி 3 months or 6 months, சம்டைம்ஸ் 1 year, ஒரு கான்டென்ட் அண்ட் அட்டென்ஷன் இருக்கிறதுக்கு அப்புறம் ஒரு ட்ரஸ்ட் பில்ட் ஆகும். ட்ரஸ்ட் பில்ட் ஆனதுக்கப்புறம் the guy can maybe go on his knees, give a ring and ask that woman, will you marry me? And at that time the transaction will happen. So business world வந்து that's what people are doing. On the very first date, people are giving a ring and asking whether you will marry me. So as B2B companies வந்து ஒரு டார்கெட் கஸ்டமர் வந்து வந்துருச்சுன்னா, how long do we build trust with them? We don't put so much effort in building trust with them because we don't know whether the person will convert or not. And we have multiple leads to follow, unlike the dating scene where most guys are just dating one woman and trying to get her to say to yes to marriage. In business, we are trying to follow up with multiple clients, and multiple clients sort of on the trust build பண்றது, it becomes extremely difficult because you only have 24 hours in a day. Now, the process of trust building in a one-to-many fashion is what can be done with email marketing. So email marketingல வந்து என்னன்னா, very very high quality content related to your target industry has to be delivered via an email marketing channel, and that can be best done via a email marketing newsletter. So I will show you two types of email marketing here. One type of email marketing will be, so actually there are three types. One is outreach, that is cold outreach for email marketing, where you are reaching out to people and you are trying to get their attention. இதில் வந்து பயங்கர strong pitch பண்ணணும், and you cannot ask for them to get on a call with you all the time or anything like that. So that will become a little bit of a problem because everybody is trying to cold outreach to people on LinkedIn and business emails and trying to get them to get on a call. Please get on a call, let's talk, I will help your business. So that is a little bit of a difficult thing. இப்போ அந்த டேட்டிங் எக்ஸாம்பிளில் நான் சொன்ன மாதிரி, a man cannot just approach a woman and say that, hey, can we go out for a date? Yeah, so you have to have a little bit of a conversation, you have to give some value, maybe make her laugh or something. You are meeting her in a bar and then you ask, hey, why don't we catch up? Why don't we catch up for dinner? Then you might be able to say yes. So cold outreach is like that. You still have to provide some value. That is one type of email marketing, which is not necessarily something I'm covering right now, because there are plenty of tools like Rocket Reach, Lucia, நிறைய tools இருக்கு, like Get Prospect. ஸோ இதில் வந்து லிங்க்டின்லேருந்து you can go ahead and try to get the email ID from the LinkedIn, like email finder. So you have Rocket Reach. So any person's email ID you want, you can go and search for that person and get their email ID and try to reach out to them. But that is not email marketing. That is just cold outreach. What we need in email marketing is for them to sign up for a newsletter. So a newsletter, you can say a niche industry newsletter. Everybody wants to keep themselves updated and informed of what is happening in a particular category, particular industry. So industry newsletter வந்து when you start, when you write, it might feel like nobody is listening to you, nobody is paying attention, யாருமே கண்டுக்கிறது இல்லை, நீங்கள் பாட்டுக்கு வந்து blog மட்டும் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்கீங்கிற மாதிரி தான் it might feel. But one or two people here and there will start reading it, start recommending to other people, and slowly it will start getting traction. For personal branding, if you have published a book, then it will make you into a authority in your industry even better. But personal branding has to be combined with email marketing, because you can't just put a book out there and expect people to read. People don't sit and read books much nowadays. That is why social media, memes, and newsletters, emails are very important. So you can have industry newsletter, and then you can have email marketing campaigns. So என்னோட பிஸ்னஸில் வந்து I have not done much of cold outreach because it's not a very scalable thing. So I have run more of paid advertising. I will show you how the industry newsletter works. I will show you how email marketing campaigns work, and I will show you my Substack. So Substack is the tool that I use for email marketing or newsletters actually. So digitaldeepak.com la வந்து I had this blog long back, and right now the digitaldeepak.com website is highly due for a makeover to have like a hero page and a landing page. But வந்து the blog used to be here on a different platform. So இதில் தான் வந்து blogging பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன். But slowly வந்து I realized that people don't come to the website and read the articles. People read it within email itself. So when people are reading it within email, you need a tool. So I had to transition the content into blog.digitaldeepak.com. And this particular platform is hosted on this site called Substack. And the best part about Substack is that Substack is free. And you just need to pay $50 one time to connect your custom domain name. And no matter how many email subscribers you have, you can send the content via Substack over a period of time without any hassles, and it will have good delivery. So let me go to my dashboard. So when you say, oh, well, email marketing work, if you have that question in your mind, you first have to look at one thing is how many subscribers I have. 1,85,000 subscribers I have. This is built over a period of 8-9 years. இதில் வந்து I have not focused much on paid subscription, but I also have a paid plan for $5 a month. But paid customers do not get necessarily anything new. The content that I post is going for all the audiences. So what is the 30-day open rate? 16% on average. So if you go and look at individual posts, you can see each and every post. Yesterday post has 11%. Today, day before yesterday, 14%, 14%, 16%, 18%. So here I wrote an article, how do I write so much without burning out? 50,000 views at 18% open rate. So one email sending 50,000 people are seeing it, which is a great number for me because I'm able to constantly stay at the top of the mind recall of these people. ஏன்னா வந்து நம்ம கம்யூனிகேட் பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இல்லைன்னா நம்மளோட பிராண்டை வந்து மறந்துடுவாங்க. ஸோ த பிராண்ட் இஸ் பில்ட் த்ரூ ரெப்படேஷன் ஆஃப் கம்யூனிகேஷன். அகெயின் கோயிங் பேக் டு தட் டேட்டிங் எக்ஸாம்பிள், if you get the number of a girl but you don't talk to that girl for 1 month, and 1 month ke baad you call her and ask her for something like, hey, can we meet on a date, you are not going to have any traction there. So the idea is to give value to people, not market your content only. First we are looking for that attention. If they keep paying attention, then the trust will automatically build. Then we can send a message to get them into a transaction. I also invite people to a webinar, pitch them on the webinar. But inga vandu nan whatever content I am posting, idu vandu just pure value. Hidden power of personal branding, myth of passive income, you are the niche, why authenticity is important. And இப்போ வந்து ரீசெண்டாக வந்து I have also not been writing all the articles myself. Instead of writing all the articles myself, I voice type into ChatGPT. And whatever message that I am telling to ChatGPT will beautifully convert that into an article. So in fact, I will show you a quick example here. So I will go to ChatGPT. Basic $20 per month plan is enough. And if I go ahead and tell ChatGPT that ChatGPT, I have these thoughts, I have these ideas, I want to convert it into written text. Can you help me? Then ChatGPT will take your voice as your input and sit and be like your personal proofreader editor and try to create content for it. So you can give the basic thoughts to ChatGPT and your thoughts might be unstructured. It might be all over the place. You might have ums and ahs. ஒரு பாயிண்ட் அதுக்கப்புறம் திரும்ப அதே பாயிண்ட்டுக்கு வந்து நம்ம ரிட்டர்ன் வருவோம். பட் நம்ம எழுதுறப்போ அதை வந்து நம்ம ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்டாக வந்து we have to write. So ChatGPT might not understand Tamil, but anyway. So now whatever I spoke to ChatGPT, it has taken as a voice input. It will convert it into like a text, voice to speech. So if I go ahead and tell ChatGPT, write a 1,000-word article based on the thoughts above, then within a minute, you will get an entire article which you can publish on your blog, and that is based on your thoughts. Obviously, the thoughts that I gave here is very short, It does not have that much depth. But if you talk to ChatGPT for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes and talk about whatever you know in your life, whatever experience that you have. So here you can see title also it has given transforming raw ideas into powerful content with ChatGPT and your personal editor in the room. Imagine telling ChatGPT இப்போ நான் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு 30 செகண்ட்ஸில் வந்து பேசிக்லி சொன்னதை வந்து ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்டாக ரொம்ப அழகாக வந்து இட் இஸ் கிரியேட்டிங் த கான்டென்ட். நவ் திஸ் கான்டென்ட் யூ கேன் யூஸ். We are not starting a newsletter or a blog where ChatGPT will do all the work. It cannot do. Uniqueness வந்து வராது. But when you have your unique thoughts, unique ideas, and you are trying to communicate that to ChatGPT, ChatGPT will give you a very beautifully written content piece which can be used on your blog or your newsletter. And people will actually read it. And whether are people actually reading it, you can see the open rate, and you can also see that each and every article has comments, it has likes, it has shares, and people are not like, hey, looks like this is written by ChatGPT, I will not consume the content. People are not doing that. People are actually consuming the content. You can see 14 likes and 2 comments in this post. 11 likes, 14 likes, 11 likes. So this is percentage wise small, but it shows a signal that people are reacting to it. Now, what I have done is that, for example, for the next 7 days, I have all these posts published. So up to June 5th, பார்த்தீங்கன்னா already articles are ready. Second mover advantage, serve who like you, hope comes from uncertainty. Very sometimes broad topics, sometimes narrow topics. Sometimes about broad digital marketing stuff, sometimes about narrow techniques of using tools or whatever. So இதை வந்து நான் ஷெட்யூல் பண்ணிட்டேன்னா what happens is that in the 185,000 subscribers who are the people that I have built relationship over a period of time will never forget me. And this is how trust building at scale looks like. Now, if you are targeting B2B audience and if you are targeting a small industry, you might not be having numbers like 185,000 people. Decision makers are a small and few. This is a lot of people who are college graduates, students, working professionals in my category. So I have a lot of people here. But if you go and look at your audience, it might be 100 people, it might be 200 people, whoever you are trying to reach out to, whoever is your contact, and that particular contact you think that might not be interested in his industry updates, but he will be interested in industry updates. He will be like, what is happening in my industry? I want to know. So not just a digital marketing blog on the side. Out of my interest, I have also started a blog about Bitcoin. And Bitcoin also, I have hosted this blog on Substack only. And if you go and look at my Substack blog for Bitcoin, the audience is not that big. It is 20,000 subscribers. And these 20,000 subscribers are more interested into Bitcoin. They came from my bigger email list into the Bitcoin blog. And you can see the last email that I sent has 42% open rate, 12,500 views. So I keep posting something or the other about Bitcoin on my Bitcoin blog. I keep posting something or the other about digital marketing on my digital marketing blog. And this helps me keep the communication channel going. Yes, once in a while நான் யூடியூப்லேயும் கான்டென்ட் போஸ்ட் பண்ணுறேன். இன்ஸ்டாகிராமில் இப்போலாம் வந்து டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங் ரிலேட்டட் கான்டென்ட் போஸ்ட் பண்ணுறதில்ல, பிகாஸ் இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் இஸ் மோர் ஆஃப் லைக் டிஜிட்டல் மார்க்கெட்டிங்க்கு வந்து நோபடி டேக்ஸ் இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் சீரியஸ்லி. It's more like an entertainment content. My wife is running one dog nutrition channel. அந்த டாக் நியூட்ரிஷன் சேனலுக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 6 monthsல 40,000 ஃபாலோவர்ஸ் வந்துட்டாங்க, பிகாஸ் இன்ஸ்டாகிராமில் அந்த மாதிரி கேட்டகரிஸ் வந்து இட் வில் பர்ஃபார்ம் வெல். Recently I've been posting about motorcycles just as like a hobby thing. என்னோட இன்ஸ்டாகிராம் ஓப்பன் பண்ணி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா it will all be like motorcycle related reels and videos and everything right now. Digital marketing I still feel it's a more of a serious audience. So B2C பார்த்தீங்கன்னா there will be audience which will be more like ஒரு பெட் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியோ ஒரு மேக்கப்போ இல்லை பார்ட்டி அந்த மாதிரி இது வந்து இன்ஸ்டாகிராமில் நல்லா பர்ஃபார்ம் பண்ணும். பட் வித்தின் மை B2C in business also, it's a little bit more of a serious audience. And the serious audience is here, which is like all subscribers, 185,000 people are reading my content, responding to my content and everything. So you also can go and create a blog on Substack, and you have to take a leap of faith here. I'm telling you from experience. நீங்கள் சப்ஸ்டாக்ல ஒரு blog ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஆர்டிக்கிள் போடுறதுக்கு you might feel a lot of friction, lot of difficulty. But open a Substack blog, talk about your thoughts to ChatGPT. Maybe you are hesitating that writing a very polished article will take some time, but now ChatGPT is there to help you. You can write a polished article in no time. Within 5 minutes, you can write a 1,000 word polished article. அந்த ஆர்டிக்கல் கொண்டு போய் சப்ஸ்டாக்ல போடுங்க. நாளைக்கு வந்து நீங்கள் யாரையாச்சும் ரீச் அவுட் பண்ணுறீங்க, யாரையாச்சும் கம்யூனிகேஷன் சேனல் ஓப்பன் அப் பண்ணுறீங்க, யூ ஆர் மீட்டிங் சம்படி அட் அ கான்ஃபரன்ஸ், பிஸ்னஸ் கார்டு தராங்க அப்படின்னா, அவங்களோட பிஸ்னஸ் கார்டில் இருக்க இமெயிலை கொண்டு போய் சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸில் வந்து டேரெக்டாக ஆட் சப்ஸ்கிரைபர்ஸ் போட்டு டேரெக்டாக இந்த இடத்துல வந்து அவங்களோட இமெயில் ஐடி வந்து ஆட் பண்ணிடுங்க. ஸோ கேன் யூ கிவ் மீ, கேன் சம் ஆஃப் யூ ஆர் ஒன் ஆஃப் டூ ஆஃப் யூ கிவ் மீ யுவர் இமெயில் ஐடி ஆன் chat? I'll just show you how the process works. So you can either give them the option. இதுதான் வந்து என்னோட newsletter link. I write about this particular industry, IT industry or whatever. I write about it every week. Every week I am posting one blog post அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு you can go ahead and tell. And yeah, Vishwanathan, I got your email ID. So விஸ்வா சாரோட இமெயில் ஐடி வந்து இப்போ இங்கே இடத்துல போடுறோம் அப்படின்னா ஃப்ரீ சப்ஸ்கிரிப்ஷன் அப்படின்னு போட்டு சென்ட் வெல்கம் இமெயில், யூ கேன் கிரியேட் அ வெல்கம் இமெயில் மேபி அண்ட் கிளிக் ஆன் ஆட் இமெயில்ஸ்ன்னு போட்டிங்கன்னா ஆட் ஆகிடும். ஸோ நான் வாட் எவர் ஐ பப்ளிஷ் ஆன் மை பிளாக் போஸ்ட் விஸ்வநாதன் சாருக்கு மெயில் வந்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கும். And that will make sure that I never go out of his conscious memory. Every day there is some content, and whether audience will unsubscribe, yes, some people will be irritated and they will go and unsubscribe from you, but you are sending only value. You are not constantly doing marketing. When you are making a post, a call to action then you can give. Call to action will be like towards the end of the post you can mention something like, hey, if you want to talk to me, go and book a call in my calendly. Go and book a call here. So call booking link வந்து இமெயிலில் வந்து ஃபுட்டரில் வந்து நீங்கள் போடலாம். பட் வந்து என்டையர் இமெயிலே வந்து இட் cannot be an ad. It has to be value. அந்த வேல்யூ வந்து நீங்கள் கன்சிஸ்டண்ட்டாக வந்து கொடுத்துக்கிட்டே இருக்கணும். ஸோ ஐ யூஸ் Substack and I also use this email marketing tool called ConvertKit. ஸோ ConvertKitல வந்து I send email marketing campaigns. It's called kit.com now. So what kit.com helps you do is that it helps you send out emails with call to action. So Substack one, it's more like a blog newsletter. This is a proper email marketing tool, but email marketing, you are only doing it to people who you have already communicated, already provided value, and they are open to receiving emails from you. Because நீங்க email marketing பண்றப்போ வந்து the most important thing which will define whether your email is landing to their inbox or not is whether your spam is under control or not. ஸோ அதுக்கு வந்து there is a tool called Google Postmaster Tools. ஸோ உங்களோட ஓன் டொமைன்லேருந்து நீங்கள் இமெயில் அனுப்புவீங்க இல்லையா, ஸோ அதை வந்து கூகுள் வந்து ட்ராக் பண்ணும். பிகாஸ் 90% ஆஃப் த இன்டர்நெட் யூசர்ஸ் யூஸ் ஜிமெயில். நீங்கள் திஸ் டூல் இஸ் இனஃப் டு ஃபைண்ட் அவுட் வெதர் யுவர் இமெயில்ஸ் ஆர் லேண்டிங் ப்ராப்பர்லி ஆர் நாட். ஸோ லாஸ்ட் 7 days, let's say last 90 days, digitaldeepak.com, mail at digitaldeepak.com is my email ID. And I am checking whether my email delivery has some problems. பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்கே ஒரு பம்ப் இருக்கும், 0.1% ஸ்பேம் ரேட், விச் மீன்ஸ் 1000 இமெயில்ஸில் வந்து 1% வந்து எனக்கு இந்த இமெயில் பிடிக்கலன்னு சொல்லி ஸ்பேம்னு மார்க் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம், அதை பை மிஸ்டேக்காகவும் மார்க் பண்ணியிருக்கலாம். அண்ட் 1% இஸ் அ டாலரபிள் ரேட் ஃபார் யூ டு கண்டினியூ டூயிங் இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங். லாட் ஆஃப் பீப்புள் வந்து இந்த பீப்புளோட ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் பில்டு பண்ணாமல், ஒரு ஸ்ட்ராங் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் பில்டு பண்ணாமே டேரெக்டாக வந்து இமெயில் வந்து பல்காக வந்து அனுப்புகிறப்போ என்ன ஆகும், ஸ்பேம் கம்ப்ளைண்ட்ஸ் வந்து இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆச்சுன்னா உங்களோட இமெயில் டெலிவரே ஆகாது. ஸோ இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நான் ரீசெண்டாக வந்து ஒரு இமெயில் கேம்பெயின் அனுப்பிச்சேன். ஸோ ஐ ஹவ் பப்ளிஷ்ட் அ புக் ஆன் பிட்காயின். இட்ஸ் கால்ட் ஸ்பிரிச்சுவல் மணி. ஸோ amazon.com யூஎஸ்லேயும் வந்து இட் இஸ் லிஸ்டட் ஈவன் தோ அட் அ லிட்டில் பிட் ஆஃப் அ ஹையர் ப்ரைஸ், ஆர் யூ மைட் பி ஏபிள் டு கெட் த கிண்டில் எடிஷன் if you read Kindle. So this book, out of my own interest, not related to my business, lot of my friends keep asking me about Bitcoin. I have been investing in Bitcoin for past 5 years. So in the particular book வந்து I published it and I sent it to my audience for just getting some distribution and traction. So Amazon USல வந்து you will get the Kindle edition also. So this particular book வந்து நான் free copies வந்து I am distributingனு சொல்லி I had sent a mail. I have sent it to 70,000 folks. Out of that, 40% have opened. 2,400 people have clicked on the link. And people are saying email marketing is not working. 40% open rate you will not get in even in social media. If you post a reel and you have 100,000 followers, hardly 0.5% to 1% will actually see that reel. You can see all my emails have 32%, 32% touchwood. All these emails have been delivering very properly over a period of time, because all these people have a very strong relationship with me, because some of these people have been getting email from me for 7 years, 8 years, and almost on a daily basis. Every day I send one email, and every email will have some value. So the pathina total 69,200 people. Let's try to go and look at some old tag here, and you will see, like, let's see. Let's see this tag, May 9th, 2020. So if you open one of this person's email ID, I can see in the CRM how many emails they have opened. Now this person Naveen has been on my email list for 5 years now. You see, from May 2020, April 13th, 2020, he has joined. Green means it's opened. Blue means email is delivered but not opened. If you see this dot, they have clicked on a link inside the email. Now 2020 I have been sending them promotions, I have been sending them offers, I have been sending them invitations to webinars. And you see how big of this page goes. I don't even know like how many lines are here. I can ask ChatGPT. So I have sent this recent email. I have 100 printed copies of my book, Get Yours, May 25th, which was like 5 days back. They have opened that also, right? So now you see this, like, this is the proof that email marketing is working. If you have a doubt whether email marketing is working or not, then look at this page. 5 years I have been mailing. I have some emails in my CRM where it is going for here. So let's try looking at how many emails are there, just for curiosity, right? So if you send email via ConvertKit like this over a period of time, then people are going to stick to you and you are going to build a very strong, especially if it is a community driven business, especially if it is like an organization, what you are doing in the organization, any updates, as long as there is value in the emails, it should not be just about self promotion. As long as you are giving value in the emails, people will keep opening the email and people will keep reading it. And you can silently build an empire just on email marketing, and people won't even know, because if you go ahead and try to advertise out in the public, then it's a very attention getting thing. Everybody will know what you are doing. So this is a silent way to build a very strong business without ever exposing yourself, right? So that's it. That's pretty much my insights on personal branding, email, and mainly the CATT funnel, which is the deep marketing framework. So we will do some Q&A now. That's about it. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Wonderful. A lot that we have learned as a framework.
I was thinking ungaloda Tamil community for entrepreneurs and whatever you activity that you are doing, email newsletters, email marketing is something that can help get more people interested in whatever you are doing.
Definitely, no doubt about it. President might have a lot of thoughts on what he just spoke. That's what we have been doing. Before we go ahead, we formally invite you also for the conference for the elevator. One thing is, in the last 4 years, we've never been charged anybody for the conferences. You might have heard there is no free meal in the US, but we still have a free conference. And that we all, as you say, it's like more of a value addition than what we speak about free. Because the entire purpose is to bring Tamil entrepreneurs together and add value to them, whether they are new to the business or they are already established. How do we take it to the next level? So every year we try to bring speakers like you who will add value and elevate. That's the main reason. Elevate from one level to the other level, and that too with the disturbed, turbulent time of the business. That's the main thing. What's your thought on email marketing? Is it there is a difference between India and US, or what is it? What is it? What you were saying?
Yeah. So definitely email marketing is a little bit more prevalent in US because of the type of audience who consumes the content. But that is only when it comes to B2C. If you are only looking at B2B, the kind of sophistication that Indian businesses have or international businesses have will be equivalent to US only. So within this pocket, so a lot of people said for B2C email marketing won't work, but I have made it work. And I have relatively got a little bit more serious type customers than my competition because I have always focused on email. And if people are reading emails and having the patience to read emails, then they have a certain amount of sophistication and quality to the kind of client they might become. If they don't even have the patience to read emails, they saw one ad, they saw one video and immediately impulsively purchase, they might not be a good customer also. So I have made it work even in India, even with B2C, which is like if you look at the whole hierarchy of categories, it might be B2B in US, then B2C in US, and then B2B in India, B2C in India. If I can make it work in B2C in India itself at volumes, then definitely all over the world, whoever is a serious audience, if a customer needs customer education, if you are selling a commodity, you don't need email marketing. There is no need to convince anybody. If you are into manufacturing, you are into exports, people might be ordering your products primarily based on quality and price. And if you establish that, then the order goes through. There is no customer education required. But when it comes to services, when it comes to IT, when it comes to software, how exactly my solution is going to help in the business needs to be communicated. And it's very difficult to communicate because ஒரு 1 hour காலில் வந்து ஒரு கிளையண்ட்டுக்கு வந்து நம்ம ஜூம் காலில் வந்து we cannot overwhelm them. In the session வந்து I have transferred a lot of information. In today's session I was showing you email marketing tools and everything, but you opted in to receive this information. You showed up on the call. ஸோ தெர் இஸ் a little bit of stickiness here. பட் நம்ம ஒரு கிளையண்ட்டுக்கு வந்து நம்ம இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு காலில் போயிட்டு இந்த மாதிரி எல்லாத்தையும் வந்து ஐ ஹவ் ட்ரைட் டூயிங் தட் ஆல்சோ. ஐ ஹவ் ட்ரைட் எக்ஸ்பிளைனிங் இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங் டு clients, B2B clients, and try to get them to seriously take email marketing for their business seriously so that I can take their project. The same presentation I do, they get overwhelmed. They don't contact me again only because it's a little bit of anxiety inducing to over deliver information there. Email marketing, we call it drip marketing. That over a period of time, little bit அதோட efficiency of email marketing வழியாவே வந்து now I am convincing people over a period of time with tidbits of information. It's basically sending one chapter of a book over 30 days for a person with different titles. They are more likely to consume more of your information than giving them like an overwhelming information. So it will definitely work. Any person that you are trying to talk to is not immediately convinced. You put them on a newsletter, put them on a follow-up sequence, and just keep yourself in their mind, brand recall, by sending multiple emails.
Wonderful. Even though a lot of frameworks have been, and I liked your framework when I met you, where you said you reduce your team size from 32 to 3 and you have reduced your work hours. அதை பத்தி சொன்னீங்கன்னா எங்க மக்கள்லாம் கொஞ்சம் சந்தோஷப்படுவாங்க. How do you reduce from 32 to 3 and working hours from long hours to I work 1 hour per week for a course அப்படிலாம் சொன்னீங்க. So looks like a little kind of a framework for personal. I would like to listen from.
Okay. So, see, life has been very busy from 2008 graduation. Life has gone through lots of ups and downs. And at some point, you feel a little bit exhausted with life, personal life, work life, and everything. One thing which was like primarily driving me a lot, let's say 5 years back, 2020, my drive was that I have to build a billion-dollar company. And I want to build this big organization, hundreds of crores in revenue, become famous, become like for Fortune 30 under 30, Forbes 30 under 30, or whatever. I was like obsessed with that idea. Because I worked in Razorpay, which became a $7.5 billion company. I worked at Exotel, which became a $100 million company. Instamojo is shutting down, so that also happens. Practo, I worked. Practo also is now $500 million company. All these companies I saw, I got inspired by these people, and I was chasing something without clearly understanding what I am chasing. Yes, if you have kids, if you have school fees and all that, until one point, your chase is driven by wanting to provide for your family, wanting to provide for yourself. You want to buy that car, travel internationally, all that. That motivation will drive you. I did Vipassana last year, and since doing Vipassana, I always had this little bit of angle that most of the misery in human life is caused not by physical ailments, health problems, or family problems. It's mostly caused by a little bit of an ego war between other people that we are interacting with. So, success demands, especially this day and age, success demands a price where you have to interact with a lot of people and you have to be cutthroat. For example, if you talk to Dr. Velumani, I've been trying to get a meeting with him for past 1 year. Last
Oh my God.
last the TN Digital Summit I tried to get a meeting from him because he says no. If the meeting was about something else, sir, I need some help now. Okay, solirpare. I wanted to talk to him about Bitcoin, but he was so rigid about Bitcoin. I can't believe. நல்லா பேசுறாரு, சிரிச்சு சிரிச்சு பேசுறாரு, பக்கத்துல உட்காந்துட்டு பேசுறாரு, பிட்காயின் வார்த்தை எடுத்துட்டா நீங்க இதுக்கு மேல பிட்காயின் பேசுனீங்கன்னா நான் அங்க போய் உட்காந்துக்குவேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி அவ்வளோ ஒரு ரிஜிடிட்டி. And I understand he has already made his money. Bitcoin is not a way to make money for him anymore. But that level of rigidity, it is actually something that he might have developed over a period of building such a big organization. Unless you are cutthroat with people, management, deal making, it's a huge it forces you to build a certain ego for yourself that அந்த அந்த இன்ட்ராக்ஷன் கண்டினியூஸாக நம்ம பண்ணிக்கிட்டே இருக்கிறப்போ நீ பெருசா நான் பெருசாங்கிறது இட் வில் கீப் கம்மிங் பேக் டு அஸ் அண்ட் மேபி இன் யுஎஸ் எக்கனாமி அண்ட் ஆல் இட்ஸ் ஈவன் மோர் ப்ரொனவுன்ஸ் தட் எஸ்பெஷலி இந்தியன்ஸ் இஃப் வி ஆர் தேர் yes, there are a lot of nice US people, but I went to US in 2008. I had my first little bit of experience with how they might treat Indians. So because young people it might be even more pronounced. So 2008 I was in RILA, Rotary Youth Leadership Program, your RILA International Edition, and I was talking to a girl, and she was very very talking to me nicely in the sense, how is India, what about India, blah blah blah, all that she was asking, and I was also answering. She was a little bit senior to me, and for us it was like, oh wow, US girl is talking to me. It felt nice, but obviously she won't pay any attention to me because I'm an Indian. That is fine. But next day I met her in the lobby of the hostel, and she was with some other guys, and I said hi to her, but she acted like she did not know me, and that felt very odd. At that time I did not understand, but eventually I figured out that in front of the other guys, to look like, oh, she is so friendly with an Indian, might be a status problem for her. So she acted like she did not know me, even though she spoke to me very nicely, which was her true nature. But in the society, you have to always play that status game, ego game in one way or the other. And some of us get so deep into it, so buried into it, that it's impossible for us not to compare ourselves with relatives, friends. What are you doing? What am I doing? So this was feeling very exhausting for me, because I was like, see, I could become entrepreneur with $10 million revenue, but there will be somebody with 100x more than what I am doing. Then you always have the Googles and Apples. So this race you will never stop. You have to get satisfied at some point with whatever you have made and start enjoying life. So I felt that Bitcoin was very important in helping me go a little. That's why my book about Bitcoin is also called Spiritual Money, because the angle that I have taken in the book and my understanding is that 2000 years back, 5000 years back, 10,000 years back, when humans were living in tribal groups of 100, 200, 500 people, the only thing that ensured your survival is status. If you did not have your status, you might become dead, you might not find a partner, you might not reproduce and have kids also. We are all descendants of the tribal leaders, not the tribal servants. because tribal servants never reproduced, right? So this leadership capability is not just about leadership, but also a status that in a tribe of 500 people, the tribal leader might have five wives. And there will be some servants and some people in the low status of the entire tribe who might be put into hard labor, who might be put into war to go and fight with the nearby tribes, and they might never get a girlfriend. Even today in Middle East and a lot of terrorist terrorist dominant countries, you see that a lot of people are without, like, Islamic tradition still supports multiple wives, and a lot of people end up having no wives. And they are fighting for status, they are fighting for survival, they are fighting for recognition. So much so that you are ready to go and, like, blow yourself up because there is a promise of getting 72 virgins in the heaven, right? So that is how extreme we still live in a world. Like, it's so surprising that we still live in a world where these things happen, like whatever it is. I am not even sure whether I should, some AI is picking up my keywords and flagging me or whatever, but anyway, you get the idea. So money as a technology helps you store your value. So number phone when we charge, and we don't stay in anxiety of wanting to charge our phone more. 100% charge ಆಯಿಡ್ಸ್ನ we know that it will last throughout the day. We don't keep carrying all our adapters all the time, because we know that the phone is reliable enough that we can keep it throughout the day. We also know that the plug points will be available and stuff like that, so we don't end up going ahead and carrying 10 power banks with us all the time. We know that we can charge it again when the charge goes down. But when it comes to money, we do that. We have 10 power banks already, most of us, right? Our current standard of living, our current, health condition, food, food we eat, where we stay, it's not going to suddenly go down if we stop working. That maintain minimum level of basic hygiene we will maintain. But we still are chasing something. And then if you ask why we are chasing something, it actually feels like it comes down to our stores of value. Real estate, equity, stocks, everything feels a little bit not such a safe store of value. I have a friend, அவங்களோட அம்மா வந்து he bought a 5 lakh rupees plot back 10 years back. Today it's worth 60 lakhs. And இன்னைக்கு போய் வந்து ரெஜிஸ்டர் ஆஃபீஸில் சேல் பண்ணுறப்போ there are three people claiming ownership on the same land, and all the three people have documents. Now, is real estate 100% safe store of value? No. Even if you buy real estate in US, even if you buy beachfront property, some legal problem could be there, some issue could be there. So we see so many properties in Bangalore which says under litigation. Now, why is that happening? So we diversify. We then put money into stocks, and then suddenly some company CEO has siphoned off money from the uh, like company, and we are always in anxiety. And when our energy that we have already saved up by producing more and consuming less is our savings. We produced more and consumed less in our lifetime. The remaining is our savings. That savings we are trying to put it somewhere, and that somewhere is not feeling very safe in one way or the other. It makes us continue playing these ego games and status games for a long time, all the way into our 60s, 70s, 80s, because you can't just like have $1 million and feel like my life is set. Maybe one car, one basic Tesla might cost $100,000 by 2030. One house might cost $1 million. Already house prices are skyrocketing, right? So we are always in this anxiety that whatever savings I have is not that safe. But once you understand Bitcoin very deeply, and once you start putting your savings into Bitcoin, it gives you such a peace of mind is that nobody is going to touch your savings, and Bitcoin is the safest store of value out there. But that takes years of understanding. I have studied Bitcoin for more than 1,000 hours, so confident that a significant portion of my personal net worth is today in Bitcoin. So once you have that safety net, financial safety net in Bitcoin, for somebody who is uninformed about Bitcoin, it might look like the risky thing, but for me, everything apart from Bitcoin looks like the risky thing. So I invite everybody to study it deeper. So then I was like, what is really scarce is not money. What is really scarce is my time. And I can continue building my startup for the next 5 years, but I will never work up the courage to take a motorcycle and go on a 600-kilometer trip with a gang of 15 people and become experienced in motorcycling over a period of time. அதுக்கெல்லாம் வந்து time இருக்காது. So this year I said I will pause, I will take a break. I have found employment for all my teammates. Whoever was working with me, I did not fire anybody. I waited until they got a job, and almost everybody got a job because they have the reputation of working with me. And now I've not shut down the business, but now the business itself is a minimum viable business. So minimum viable product கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. I am a minimum viable entrepreneur doing a minimum viable business as a minimum viable husband. So just bare minimum what is required, I am doing it. Rest of the time I am ruthlessly allocating my time to reading books, traveling, and spending more time with my parents, spending more time with my dog, taking a walk, all that. So that's the personal side of what has been happening in my life.
Wonderful. I think, Elevate, we would all be happy and glad to listen from you on a detailed session on the complete Bitcoin story and your spiritual journey. Of course, உங்களுக்கு அந்த Vipassana given you a great insight, and that's also another thing I always wanted to listen from you. Great, and we'd like to get feedback from one or two, and then we'll move on to word of thanks.
I've shared my link to the book. Whoever is interested in Bitcoin, you can get my book. It's $5 on Kindle edition.
Definitely. Anybody would like to give feedback on the sessions? Quickly, we'll go about it. Ganapati, sir?
Yes, this is Hakeem, sir. So, is that I'm audible? Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Digital Deepak. Actually, it's been very nice. Actually, you have spent almost from 1991 to 2025. You have come to that level. Actually, you have given very detailed information, and definitely it is useful for everyone. So my question is actually two things, and two questions I have it. One is about this is about the marketing, which you mentioned is it about the brand building, right? Is it marketing is about the brand building, or is it connected to sales? How is it connected to sales? How do we convert the marketing to sales?
Yeah. Good question. I've always thought about it, and the answer to it seems very confusing and non-obvious for a lot of people, a lot of time. But I would try to explain this by giving a thought experiment. Imagine that there is only one customer out there, and you are only marketing to that person. Now, when you think about there is only one client, one person, it's a entire market of just one person. Then the line started getting blurred between branding, marketing, and sales. When you look at this one person, the one person has to have a perception of you. Like, okay, Ganapati is a trustworthy person. I can do business with him. Maybe that is the thought that he has. That thought is the brand. Well, the perception of you before you have a deep conversation with them is the brand. Marketing is basically a process of strengthening that brand. End of the day, the need for marketing is to make a brand a number one brand. BMW does not need to market to me that, hey, BMW is a great bike, you buy. It has already had a category positioning in my mind that when it comes to cars or bikes, BMW is the number one in performance, so I will go get it. So that is branding. I've already decided. But a BMW salesperson has to still convince me and nudge me, even though I have the desire to buy a BMW bike. If the BMW bike salesperson constantly keeps following up with me and asks me that, sir, when are you planning to buy the bike? Why don't you plan? Why don't you do the booking? New options are there. This offer we will give you, some extras we will add and everything. And that becomes the sales process. Now, when you look at B2C, which is very broad, in B2C, especially when it is commodities, when it is a pen is a commodity, a chocolate is a commodity, there is no sales involved in it because the product is not complex. There is no customer education or persuasion needed to sell them. So a link pen or a 5-star will just run branding ads. It's about just getting people aware about the product or the brand, and the sales will happen automatically because it's not based on customer education. But when it comes to B2B, you are finding a middle point between mass market B2C like a pen brand versus the market of one. See, for example, SpaceX had a market of one. When SpaceX started, the only client that they were targeting was NASA. There was no other client. NASA had to give them a project, otherwise the company dies. They gave them a $1.6 billion project, and that required convincing certain key decision makers at SpaceX. That's all. I mean, at NASA. There was no other, there was no ads, there was no funnel, there was no marketing. There was no sales team. There was a leadership team who just followed up with them. Now, depending on where your business lies between these two ends of the spectrum, on one end of the spectrum is B2C chocolate brand, pen brand. Other end of the spectrum, it's like the market of one, like SpaceX is trying to convert NASA. Your business falls somewhere between this. So based on where it falls, you have to mix your branding and marketing. So if you have like a list of 100 potential clients and you want to convince them, then you are doing account based marketing. You are not doing mass marketing. An account based marketing for these 100 people is branding only. People think that branding is only if it is mass marketing. Everybody knows Infosys ka logo is there on the airports. Infosys ka ad is running. That is branding. That's not branding. That's branding maybe to a mass audience. But if you are trying to develop a good perception about yourself, see, right now, today, what I have done is basically build my brand in front of your eyes, right? I'm talking about email marketing. You perceive me as an expert in email marketing, and that is the brand. Here, I am not doing any sales, right? So there is this whole spectrum, I would say, from marketing to branding. I had this image somewhere else. I can't fetch it right now, but I will just quickly do like a diagram. So you will have this kind of thing. So on the left end, you have B2C, and right end, you will have like B2B. I'll just keep it simple. And the amount of branding and marketing activity you have to do with B2C low ticket products is very high. And then the graph goes like this. As the product complexity and the price of the product increases. So this axis is product complexity and the price of the product. The simpler the product is, the more marketing you need. So this is marketing and this is sales. More marketing and branding you need, the simpler the product is. The more complex the product is, the marketing and branding goes down. IT companies don't brand that much. SpaceX does not do branding. Tesla does branding, right? Because Tesla is mass market. Sales effort goes up as the product complexity goes up. And if you look at a middle point here, somewhere around this line, you see it will transition from B2C and B2B. So this will be B2C. B2C simplest product could be a chocolate or a pen. The most complex product in B2C could be a car or a house. When it comes to car or a house, you just don't do branding. You have a marketing funnel. Test ride, you generate lead, then you follow up, then you book a test ride, then you follow up with a client to buy the real estate, you book a site visit. You have a sales team, you have a field sales team, you have an online sales team. You try to convince and persuade. Sales cycle goes up, product complexity goes up, product price goes up as you go towards the right. This will become B2B. You're starting from small apps, software solutions. It goes all the way to something like SpaceX or NASA selling $1 billion contract. So yeah, I hope that kind of gave you an idea about an overall framework on B2C, B2B branding, sales, marketing.
Thank you, Deepak. Yeah. So in the considering the current time, right? So I would like to let all of the participants today know we do have our upcoming annual event, at Dallas, Elevate 2025, September 26, 27. It's exclusive event for the Tamil tech entrepreneurs. Please, if you have any of your friends as an entrepreneur, if you know about them, please pass this information. We will also start marketing and sending the flyers soon. Thank you, everyone. And we do have our insurance, our title sponsor for the event, was Insurance, on the call. Do we have Raghu on call?
Yeah, yes, Vasan, I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Raghu. Thanks for joining. So, Was Insurance is our title sponsor and key supporter for our team's global group. So, Raghu, do you want to share a few words?
Sure, Vasan. Welcome, everyone. At Was Insurance, actually, we help business owners protect what matters most: their business, their people, their legacy. We specialize in designing, implementing, and managing advanced life insurance and wealth planning strategies to help you overcome business challenges like key man insurance, employee retention, succession planning, business continuity, tax mitigation, and wealth transfer to heirs, and or charitable causes. We also provide custom employee benefit programs and commercial insurance coverage for closely held businesses. We are based out of Dallas, but we are licensed in all states in US. So if you have any needs in these areas, please do reach out to us. Thank you, Vasan.
Thanks a lot, Raghu. Thanks for the short intro. And over to Vishwa. Vishwa, I think we can have our final question or the vote of thanks, right? Sridevi will be providing the vote of thanks. Thank you.
Definitely. There was only one question which came up about the rocket reach to take email IDs from LinkedIn. Maybe you would write an article and share with us. So definitely we'll put it in our group and also add people to your email listing, Deepak bro. And Ganapati sir, would you like to say a feedback before we move on to the vote of thanks, sir?
Thank you, Deepak. I think it is very, very informative session. Not only informative, it is an educational series. You can go on speaking about digital marketing or email marketing hours together or days together, because it built in lot of processes are involved in the email marketing. How tightly you are following the processes will give you the results. I saw you have taken us step by step. Hope we will be having you during the elevate time, and we can spend a lot of time, or we can organize separate sessions and learn more the processes from you. Because of the time, I have some few questions, but let me limit myself because of the time. I think already we have passed that time and other things. But thank you very much for your very insightful delivery of the things and other things. Thank you, Deepak. Thank you, Vishwa.
If I can request everybody to turn on their video once, I will take a screenshot just as a memory of this session, maybe post it on LinkedIn. So whoever can turn on the video, please turn on.
Please, and we do have our LinkedIn groups. We have already tagged you, our teams global. Please, you can also tag us. Thank you.
Done. I'll do that. All right.
Thank you so much, Deepak. You were going to say something?
Formal vote of thanks. Formal vote of thanks. Before you formally give vote of thanks, I would like to listen from President Vas on Elevate and about today's session. You are on mute, Anna. President, you are on mute.
We'll let you briefly talk and then
I'm good. Please go ahead.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay.
Thank you.
Deepak, ரொம்ப interactive-ஆ இருந்தது. And it was very good, fruitful to relate to that. Even still now, email marketing works. So thank you for the session. And we love to do one more deep dive on this, little more. ஒரு 10 இமெயில் ஐடியோ இல்லை எப்படி நீங்க இது பண்றீங்க அப்படிங்கறத we would like to request for one more deep dive session, which will be an eye opener. ஏதோ ஒரு டாபிக் எடுத்துட்டு இப்ப நீங்க உங்க சர்டன் கஸ்டமர்ஸ்க்கு எப்படி பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்க, எப்படி ஒரு அவங்களுக்கு ரீச் பண்றீங்க அப்படின்னு எடுத்து சொன்னீங்கன்னா இட் வில் பி குட், எஸ்பெஷலி ஃபார் ஐடியில். இப்போ நாங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வி ஒர்க் ஆன் வேரியஸ் திங்ஸ், டைரக்ட் கஸ்டமர், நான் டைரக்ட் கஸ்டமர், இப்போ நிறைய டூல்ஸ். இப்போ இங்கே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா வி யூஸ் லீகல் ஜூம். So if there is anything of that sort, we would love to look at that. But thank you so much.
I have this course called Email Marketing Mastery.
Okay.
So if anybody wants this course, if I get your email ID, I can send an invitation. This 5 hours course. It covers the marketing framework, ConvertKit tool, Active Campaign, tags, segments, automations. Goes into deep dive, and here I'm not just talking in front of the camera and actually sharing the screen and showing everything is done on a very clear tutorial basis. So this I sell it to my students, but for this community, whoever wants, let me know. Just give me the email ID. I will send invitation to this learning management system, which I have. And we have a bunch of other courses, WhatsApp, Google Ads, landing page, sales mastery, all that also we have.
Very nice. We'll curate and give it to you.
Done. If you give me a list of email IDs who need access, I will add it on the
So
document.
whoever is interested, we'll check and then give you this. But ரொம்ப இன்டராக்டிவா இருந்தது. I know it is short-lived. ஏன்னா டைம் போனதே தெரியல. We started on time, a little 5 minutes. It was like one way or the other. You kept us engaged. So thank you so much. But drive safe because now you have become an avid biker. So drive safe.
Yes, I know.
And we will look forward to meeting you in person.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us, given the short notice.
Yes.
We will look forward. I come to Bangalore very frequently. Vishwas will eat in there, so look forward to having you. September 26, 27, Pasan Chonnamari in Dallas. So we would like to extend this as a personal invitation and look forward to having you amongst all of us.
Done. Looking forward. Thank you.
Thank you, President. Over to Sridevi for formal vote of thanks.
Hi, Deepak. Thank you so much for coming in and enlightening us. ஏன்னா நாங்களும் அதான் நினச்சிட்டு இருந்தோம் இமெயில் மார்க்கெட்டிங்கா இனிமே எப்படி ஒர்க் அவுட் ஆக போகுதுன்னு பட் யூ ஹவ் ரியலி கிவன் packs of information that we are still trying to wrap our heads around it. So thank you for that and thank you for the exclusive access to us. I think அதே வந்து ஒன் ஆஃப் த பெனிஃபிட்ஸ் தான் நாங்கள் வந்து எங்கள் டீம்ஸ்க்கு கொடுக்கலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன் இந்த வருஷம். இட் வில் பி ரியலி யூஸ்ஃபுல். ஏன்னா லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ் தட் ஆஸ் ஆண்டர்பிரினர்ஸ் வி டோன்ட் திங்க் அபவுட் மார்க்கெட்டிங். இப்போ அவர் கேட்டார் இல்லைங்களா மார்க்கெட்டிங் சேல்ஸ் அந்த கன்வர்ஷன். ஸோ வி ஆல் ஹாவ் அவர் ஓன் பர்செப்ஷன்ஸ் ஆஃப் what we have come across, but you've done the deep dive in this field, so I think it will definitely be helpful for us. வாஸ் சொல்ற மாதிரி எல்லாரும் சொல்ற மாதிரி எலவேட்ல ஒரு டீடைல் செஷன் வைக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். ஏன்னா எவ்ரிபடி ஹஸ் லாட் ஆஃப் கொஸ்டின்ஸ் பட் we are pressed for time. அதனால நாங்க இப்ப எதுவும் கேட்கல. பட் we can definitely we are going to circulate your email ID in the group if that's okay with you, then we can contact you. எங்களுக்கு வசதியா நீங்க வர கொஞ்சம் வெக்கேஷன் டைம் எடுத்திருக்கீங்க, டைம் ஆஃப் எடுத்திருக்கீங்க. So we can also pick your brain. I hope your most valuable student is doing good. Sandhya எப்படி இருக்காங்க?
All good. She is running an Instagram channel now. It has 40,000 followers. And,
so that means your 100-day course worked wonders.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for the leadership team here. Thank you, Vishwa bro, for introducing Digital Deepak to us. சொன்ன மாதிரியே அவர் டிஜிட்டல் நெஞ்சா தான் நிறைய வச்சிருக்காரு பாக்கெட்ல அள்ளி விட்டுறாரு. And thank you so much for the sponsors. Thank you for the Elevate preparation team. I know full-fledged வேலையெல்லாம் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. Thank you everyone. Already late ஆயிருச்சு, அதனால நான் ஷார்ட் அண்ட் ஸ்வீட்டா குட் நைட்னு சொல்லிடுறேன்.
நான் ஒரே ஒரு நிமிஷம் எடுத்துக்கிறேன் கடைசியா.
அவர் பாக்கெட்ல வச்சிடல, எல்லாம் சப்ஸ்டாக்ல தான் வச்சிருக்காரு. பணத்தை